What's up, YouTube? I know it's only been one day and I'm already posting another video, but this idea to post has been in my head all day long today. I want the windows down. It's getting a little warm in here. This is my studio. Can't you tell? Professional studio. But yeah, no, another car talk. What I want to talk about today is another YouTuber by the name of Jay Alva. Now, Jay Alva is another guy like me who has admitted and is open and honest now about his attraction towards trans women, you know, and he's covered several videos about it, and he made a reaction video to my first video. Now, for the most part, I liked the reaction video. I like what he had to say. But the very beginning of the video, I didn't like. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and it kind of set the tone for me of, okay, I think this guy's gonna make fun of me. He's gonna mock me, or whatever. At first, but then I continued to watch it, and it got better after that. For the most part, then there was another little part where he made this video of, or not, he didn't make another video, but he had a little breakaway of some anime cartoon. This guy's talking about, I have to save the world because I'm the only one. And he was almost making it out as if I think that I'm the only one that can save the trans community or whatever, that I have some sort of savior hero complex, that I'm, you know, that I'm the only one that can talk and speak on these issues. And that's totally not my reasoning behind the channel, not my thinking behind these things. And he was referring to the fact where I talk about, not a whole lot of guys talk about it, and I thought so. The only other YouTuber that I seen up until recently was No Joke Howard. He's the only YouTuber that I seen that was talking about his trans attraction, trans enamours, whatever word you want to use, and I think he did a good job. There's some certain ways he would talk about certain things that I was like, I totally disagreed with, and I was like, man, it's kind of rough, like it's kind of harsh, and yeah, you know, and some things he flat out he said was kind of dickish, but lots of respect for the guy because he was open and honest, and I'm sure he caught a lot of flack and bullshit for it, and so have I. For that first video that I made, man, I actually lost a job. I can't prove it, because if I could, you know, they say laws and all this stuff, you could sue or at least get the job back. But I was a contractor, so it was pretty easy for that company just to kind of, you know, slough me off, you know, like, on you go. Because I was contract, and the contract only lasts like 6-7 months out of the year. But I was making like $3,000 to $4,000 a week working this job, you know, and I lost it because of that video. Because somebody in upper management didn't like that I made that video, and they were kind of discriminatory against me, and they thought I was going to be a problem. I was not a problem. I actually did a damn good job at my job for this customer and whatnot, but I'm not going to get into that because I can't prove it, because it all came from a really close, trusted friend who also worked with on the same project. But, you know, yeah. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Jay Alva, for the most part. And so, yeah, I didn't like what he had to say about the beginning of his reaction video about my video. And the beginning of my video, if you haven't seen the first video I made, I basically described myself physically, and I described, you know, what I do for a living a little bit. And the reason being I did that is I was trying to let other guys like me, not necessarily instruction, but just other guys like me, like, hey, you know, just because you have an attraction or you're dating somebody who's trans doesn't make you any less of a man or any more. It has no effect. Excuse me. In my opinion. Sorry, I'm drinking this energy drink over here. Kind of giving me the hiccups a little bit. But yeah, and I was describing myself as some of my interests real quick, that I'm a guy, you know, I lift weights, I do MMA, I work on cars, you know. And because in my industry that I work in, it's seen as effeminate, it's seen as weak, it's seen as sissified to date somebody who is trans or to be gay, a gay guy, and it's seen as all of the above. You know what I mean? And guys in the construction industry make guys like me or even gay men out to be the type of guys who wear those skin tight pants at the mall, have blonde highlights, and all the stereotypical, making fun of gay guys type of stuff. And if you're one of these guys who's gay, who has blonde, not saying anything bad about you. I'm just saying what is said in the construction industry, what is stereotypically said of ignorant, hyper straight construction guys, So, yeah. So that's why I was describing myself the way I did, as not because I'm trying to say that only hyper masculine men date trans women, because trans women are women too, and women date men of all sorts. I've seen some girls, why did I say girls? Women. I've seen some women date guys who were like flamboyant as hell, bro, are you not trying to put a stereotype on you, but are you sure you want to date women? Dude, straight as an arrow, but he just what you would call metrosexual as hell. But then I've seen on the other end of the spectrum where you see these hyper masculine, looking like a burly lumberjack with 20-inch arms and 50 some odd inch chest, and he walks to the bar holding the hands of his other big, huge, muscled up black boyfriend. So that's why I think this whole masculinity and femininity thing really has no real bounds on if you're straight or gay or not. You know what I mean? It might have some preferences on the type of partner you want, but it doesn't have any real effect on if you're gay or straight or bi or whatever your sexuality is, and if you're pan or non-sexual. There's people out there who they're practically mute in the whole sexuality spectrum. I'm not interested in nobody. I'm just cool. You probably have a lot less stress in your life, to be honest. You know what I mean? I'm holding this can that way. I'm trying to cover up the logos on this can because, I heard you can get in trouble by showing another company's logo on your YouTube videos or whatever. Don't know to what extent. So I just try to be on the safe side, not show any logos. I only have half of my shirt showing. I'm sure you can make it out, but I still got some room to no, it's not that company, which I'm pretty certain you can kind of tell what it is. But yeah, so the whole point of why I did the beginning of the video, what I did. Also, too, I had a metaphor in there too. If you notice, I had the sunglasses on, the welder's cap, and the hard hat all on, and as I was talking, I slowly was taking this stuff off, revealing my true physical self, my true identity of who I was. And that was kind of a metaphor for the down low guys to be more open and be out about it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you got to go screaming to the rooftops or in the middle of the grocery store or make a YouTube video. I'm not saying you got to do any of this, guys. I'm just saying to be more honest with yourself and to not treat these women like fetish objects or not keep them a dirty secret or whatever. You know what I mean? If it's who you are, man, it's who you are. Just be honest about who you are as a person, man. And that was the metaphor on top of what I was saying too. I was slowly peeling back the layers, and I was trying to kind of be almost, I don't know what the proper terminology is, maybe almost trying to be artsy about it or something like that. But yeah. And also too, when I made that video, I was in a committed relationship with somebody I thought I was gonna end up marrying. Was madly in love with this girl, and I'd be lying if she wasn't part of the inspiration for me to do that video. I had talked about doing it for a while, but it didn't really have the inspiration until I met her. And she was talking about how she felt like she was always a dirty secret among her family, certain family members, and her friends and stuff like that, some of her friends, and even guys in the past that she had dated and talked to and stuff like that. And I was just like, I ain't those motherfuckers. Nope, I am not those guys who will treat you as a dirty secret. Literally within a week, she met my mom, and I introduced her to a lot of my family almost right off the bat because I was proud to be with her, because I just thought she was just everything. I thought she was gorgeous. I thought she was sweet. And like, I felt like you know how they say you're dating above your level? I felt like I was dating way above my level. Like, this girl was like a 10 in my eyes. And here I am, you know, if I got my hair cut just right, and I'm in the sun is at the perfect angle. If the sun is at a 62-degree angle shining on me, and you know, the wind is blowing just right, I might be a 5.5 out of 10. You know, I mean, I was, you know, ecstatically proud of you this one, and it just broke my heart to hear her talk about it. So yes, she was an inspiration. I was gonna do this eventually, but she was almost like a steroid injected into it. Like, you know, I think I need to do this now. I think it's the perfect time. Family's been on me about it. Like, why are you dating her? Da, 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 da. And you know, it was also too. That's why my voice was kind of charged too when I was talking. You know, and I was kind of speaking loud and whatnot, because a little bit of it was just excitement, and a little bit of it was probably a little touch of anger too in there towards the naysayers, the haters, or whatever. Like, people say, "Oh, it's just a phase. It's just a phase. It's just a phase," and it was like, no, it is not a phase. They are women too. Back the fuck off, you know. I love women of all types, cisgender, trans, you know, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, all the other, you know, colors and ethnicities and whatnot. Like, a beautiful woman is a beautiful woman. Book closed, you know. So yeah. And of course, y'all know about, you know, if you watch my earlier videos about my interactions, a little bit more explained, why I tend to gravitate a little bit more towards trans women. Yeah. Not going to get into that. You can watch my earlier videos, because this video is already 12 minutes. I'm trying to work on shortening the videos a little bit. But anyways, so yeah, this guy, Jay Alva, he poked fun at that and whatnot, and I could definitely see how that could come across as, you know, me trying to build a dating program, but that wasn't the case. I was trying, again, like I said, encourage other guys. I was trying to reach out and resonate with other guys like me. And I am not trying to be getting clout and be a savior of sorts and whatever. He was also asking too, like, you know, like, maybe I should be taking pointers from this guy on how he's building this channel. And to be honest, I really don't fucking know why it's gotten to the size it's gotten to now. I'm grateful for it, because I've made a lot of friends because of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm friends with the person who gave me a collaboration, the first collaboration, Kim Paspel. Cool person. Like, you know, she views things in a different light. You know what I mean? And we talk all the time. Like, she's a cool person. She's got this mini series she's about to start too, about traveling. I'm not going to give it away, because I'm not gonna, you know, I don't want to hurt her channel and what she's trying to do with that. But she's got a little mini series on the way, so you should keep an eye on it. I think it's going to be interesting, really interesting. She was talking about the other day how she was doing mechanical work, and I was like, right on, do you? You know what I mean? Hell, she might be able to outdo me on some mechanical work. And I've modified my Mustang, and I've done all kinds of crazy cool stuff. But, sorry, I got a message for somebody distracted me. I will get to you in a minute. Jamie, another friend I made because of the video. So I've made a lot of friends because of it. You know what I mean? My little bitty corner that I had grew because of this channel. But, sorry, I'm getting off track. Jay Alva, I like your channel, man. I didn't like some of the things you had to say about my first video, but some of it is valid. It does kind of come across that way. You know what I mean? And I've had people say that before, but that wasn't what I was trying to do at all. I'm not trying to be this, I don't have this God complex where I have to save everybody, because I'm the only one. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm just trying to put my voice in to help, a vote in, so to speak, to help get rid of these stupid stigmas and stereotypes. That's how things are changed. Conversation by conversation, speech by speech. That's how these things are gonna, you know, that's how, you know, hell, a lot of these big activists in the past have done it. Not saying that I'm a big activist. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel and a cell phone camera. But that's how conversations, that's how these things are changed. You know, how we get to a better place. Conversations. And that's why I have, like, one of the reasons why I love doing it off my cell phone camera. I was inspired by No Joke Howard. I don't agree with everything he says, but I like the fact that he was open and honest. And he did it off his cell phone camera, you know? Like, I like that. And that makes it that much more personable. Maybe that's why people like what I have to say. So, hey, Alva, maybe you should do a little bit more setup like this. Maybe you should, your next YouTube video, instead of being professionally set up on your desktop or whatever, do it in your car or do it in a park or something, man. So, yeah, but another little snippet too. This video, that video I actually made that video almost 2 years ago. I posted that video on Facebook at first, and it wasn't until a year later that I posted it on YouTube, and it's been about 20 months. October, just before Halloween, like a week or two before Halloween, October 2019 is when I posted that video. I love trans women. And it wasn't until like almost a year later, logo's covered up, that I made the YouTube video, or YouTube channel. And yes, I was still in a relationship at the time that I made that YouTube channel. Not me trying to create a dating profile, you know. So, yeah. What is this car doing? Okay. Alright, cool. He's acting a little weird. But yeah, props to you, Jay Alva. I haven't seen all your videos, man, but I've seen a lot of your videos. I like what you had to say on your channel, man, and I would love to see your channel grow too, man. Like he wants it to grow. He wants it to. I don't know what his goals are. I don't know if he's wanting to monetize. I don't know. Me personally, like, people tell me that technically I qualify because of how many subscribers and views I qualify to be monetized, but I wouldn't feel right about it. Not saying people who have these types of channels, if they monetize, there's nothing wrong with that. But to me personally, I don't want to be paid for this. I don't want to, because I don't know. I would feel kind of wrong about it. Like, all I'm doing is talking about who I date, and I date women of all sorts, you know. Tall girls, short girls, black, white, you know, round, caramel, you know, Latina women. I love Latina women. you know, I didn't date this girl, but I was once, we were kind of going towards that way, but it didn't work out. This one girl who was taller than me, she was like 6'3". Talking about, you know, what's that song? She's a brick house. But I don't care. Like, why limit yourself? You know what I mean? Like, I'm comfortable with my height. You know, if you're comfortable with your height and you're 6'6", and I think you're gorgeous and you got a cool personality, and we jive right, like, why not date? I don't care. You know, if you're 5 inches, 6 inches taller than me. I don't care if you used to be a boy or a man or whatever. Don't care. You know, attraction is attraction, and vibing is vibing, and all that other good, wonderful stuff that happens in a really wonderful, well-built romantic relationship. So yeah, just want to put this video out there. Again, I'm pushing 20 minutes. I'm trying to shorten these videos, but recap. Check out Jay Alva. I'm going to try and include a link, if I can, to the video below. If I don't, I'm going to put it in the comment section to not the video below, but to Jay Alva's channel. Check out Jay Alva. And I reached out to you, Jay, about doing a collaboration. You responded back, but you haven't emailed me back. And also, I have an email set up for the channel. You know, libriumcaritate13@outlook.com. LIBRIUMCARITATE 13@outlook.com. I prefer to be email the main source of communication with other guys like me or people, or if you want to talk, throw suggestions out there. I'm willing to talk. You know, when I have the time. I'm kind of a busy guy and all this stuff. I'm kind of really eating into my workout schedule here, but it's all worth it. I also have an Instagram account. I don't know really how much I'm going to use that, but basically it's just Librium Caritate on Instagram. Just look it up. Yeah. So reach out to me, especially other guys like me. Reach out, man. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Also, too, if somebody could send me this link to this Facebook group. I can't seem to. I've tried searching for it a few times. Can't really seem to. I don't know. Does it still exist? Was it the Trans Attracted Brotherhood or something like that? Can't seem to find this Facebook group. People have been telling me about it. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Maybe it's said something differently. But yeah, somebody shoot me a link to that. But anyways, another message. Yeah, check him out, Jay Alva. Thank y'all for watching. Peace to y'all. Have a good night. I'm gonna lift me some weights.